everybody. Hello, hello. So my aha moments. So I have these um these lights. I've had them for a while, right? And I know that you can plug them into your computer, right? And then they light up and stuff. And then I thought, well, I never. I bet you can like hook them up to your phone too, and like use them on your phone to light up your area wherever you are when you're on a tablet or a phone, right? I bet you can plug them in there too, because I just figured out where I can plug them in and not near my computer. Look at that! Look at that! My charging station. So I have like all the different colors for the lights. And like red light therapy is good for you or whatever. So I'm gonna start like just putting on like different lights. Like I'm trying to find the things right now for it. But yeah, isn't that cool? I have three of them. There's the other one. There's the other one. There's the other one. So they got these little plastic things, and then you got like, I don't know where they are right now, but you got like these plastic things, and right now there's a white one on there, and this one doesn't have one, right? So I don't know where I put them, but I can light up my space more and I can see better. But I was just going through stuff, and like I really need to organize all this down here. And I also, you ever feel like you have so many things to do and you don't like know what to do first? Like, you ever have those days? I'm having one of those days right now. And usually when I'm having a day like that, it means that I'm not getting nothing done. I got to get my nails done again. I got to get my hair done. So I had my nice, really long, relaxing bath yesterday, but I didn't wash my hair. I didn't want to wash my hair because I was going to dye it, and you're not supposed to wash your hair before you dye it. So now it's kind of a mess, and I want to dye my hair, and I need to dye my hair, but I'm not motivated to do that because I feel like I need to do other things, and then I don't do nothing. Um, hey Will, hey Far 147, looks amazing. Thank you. So I'm trying to find these other things, and I'm trying to be organized. Like I told everybody I was going to come start doing readings every day, like my spiritual readings every day, and help people heal their energy every day. And I'm even more convinced now that this is why I'm here, because like a person I've dated, I feel like they have some negative energies that have attached themselves maybe a long time ago to them. And so I feel like, and the reason I know this because someone else admitted to something, and I've experienced something very negative with that person. So like, and this other person has experienced something negative or seen something negative because they see things. I don't see things, I just feel things, right? So like, I'm an energy healer, and yeah, so I could help this person. But anyways, that's besides the point. But I know that I can help people heal their energy, like their shadows, like, you know what I mean? You just got to pray a lot, and you have to ask the angels to help you take your power back, because that's what it's about. You got to take your power back from whatever entities are trying to like control you, whether it's fear, negativity, uh, anger, whatever it is. Like sometimes they, for people that can see things, they sometimes they show up for people. I don't see things, but some people have seen it and they've said it. And I'm glad that I come across that video and saw that, because that makes a lot of sense. And you know this negative energy is trying to make this person stop from talking to me, because they know this negative energy knows that I can help this person, right? So I'm figuring things out. It's not easy. I always had faith that there was a reason why I'm still here, like in this place, in this apartment, whatever and whatever, right? Hasn't been easy. But anyways, I'm just trying to get ready for everything. Trying to get ready. And I can't talk about everything yet, but I know I'm going to be needed here. I know I'm going to be needed here. That's all I know. And more people like me too. So, yeah. Anyways, I just want to come on here and say that, like, aha moments like that. And then, oh, and another thing is like this thing that, okay, so I'm going to take it out of this right now because I'm going to be doing a reading a little bit later. So I'll show you. I was having problems with my new thing that attaches to the stand that holds my tablet. I was having a hard time using it properly. So my tablet kept sliding through this. And this is the thing right there that I kept tightening it, right? So I'd have to hold it really tight with both hands, like hold it tight between the tablet and then tighten that. And then the thing was still sliding through. And I'm like, what's going on? So shouldn't be sliding through, and then I realized you don't have to touch this at all. This, you leave that, you tighten it through here, and all you do is screw it tight. And it didn't slide through anymore. So, like, we have to all learn how to use our equipment, right? And then I found my other stand. Where's my other stand now? Oh, like I found out that I can use that stand too. And it goes up high, it goes up really tall. So, like, if I want to dance or if I want to do my yoga, I can use it that. And then I have this here that this will screw into. So I can set up my tablets with this on there because it will go into that. I'll show you. So it goes into this, and then you can either put it like this. So then, the camera will be sideways and, up like this, or like, you can just lay it down, whatever, right? But anyways, you would want it like this, but maybe like this. So then it doesn't, I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyways, here, this thing here works too. So you can turn it back and forth, like back and forth. So I'm going to try to set up, I don't know if I want to set up the yoga in here and do yoga in front of my plants, or if I'm going to set it up in my bedroom. Oh, there's my kitty sleeping on my backpack. So I did my feng shui in my bedroom, but I haven't put my clothes away yet. But yeah, I did my feng shui. And I also got a little, so I put some mats down there. So like if I want to do a reading in front of the fireplace, I can do that. And yeah, everything's set up differently in my room now. And then over here, I have a little table. So if I want to do a reading in front of in front of the window, I can. I am going to be cutting this plant right here. I'm going to be cutting all these off. So making more. So then this will be all not covered. But yeah, so there. And then over here, I have a little setup here. This is another thing, right? So if I don't want to show my face and I just want to do a nice reading for Thanksgiving, for being thankful and stuff like that. And so I have this set up here. We got a little lovebirds over here, a little bear family, like a bear couple here. And then we got the squirrels, or the, they're protecting their pumpkin here. I made these pumpkins. With clay. So I made 2 more, but the other 2 just broke off because they fell. So I got to fix them. I got my little angels here. Oops, a couple knocked over. And it reminds people, be kind, be kind. I used to paint rocks all the time. Be kind. Here we got our yin yang couple, and then we got our sunflowers. That one had the ladybug. This one used to have a butterfly, but it fell off. So that is my little corner to do readings for when I don't want to show my face. So I'll show you what it would look like. So we'd put you on here and we do this. And then the cards would be here. And I'd be standing over here doing the readings and standing up. Standing up doing the readings, right? So that's what it would be like. So I got to have different spaces, different places where I do the readings. You following mommy? Hi, beautiful. I'm a little sweetheart. You're such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. Oh, and then also my son got these a long time ago, these lights. And they've never been used. So I'm going to put them somewhere. I don't know. I might put them along that wall right there. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. we'll just save them and see where I want to put them on, because once they go on, they go on, right? There's a sticky tape. So these lights are really cool too. I've plugged them in, and then you can do different colors with these lights. So yeah, got these. My son got them. So I keep them safe in this container. I got so much stuff to work with. I just don't have enough time, enough hands, enough time to do everything. I feel overwhelmed sometimes with all the stuff I have to do and need to do, and I don't get done. I get overwhelmed because I'm all by myself. Like I'm all by myself now. Yeah. Well, when my kids were living with me, we had no room to even like move around in our home, so nothing was happening then. You know what I mean? And I wish we would have had like a bigger place where we could have done, actually moved around and do things, right? And actually have a proper life, the last couple years with my children before they moved out, right? But it wasn't the way it was. But we were all cooped up in here through COVID and stuff. But now I have a lot of space, but I'm all by myself. Got no help. Got no help. But yeah, I could use a lot of help. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and maybe maybe you guys can tell me what I should do. Because I need to and I got a pork chop to cook too for supper. I ate one last night. I cooked one myself on up at midnight. I cooked myself up a pork chop. I had two of them, and I would have made a pork chop for someone else too. But yeah, somebody needs major healing. Yep, they need to take their power back too. Stop letting people use their power and sacrificing them. Anyways, I don't know what to do. I'm like one of those. It's Friday. There's like a ladies' night going on somewhere in town. I don't know what's going on there. There's like drinks and stuff, whatever. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like drinking really. Um, but it would have been fun getting out with someone, but I didn't. I'm always stuck here now since I don't have a car. I am looking for a roommate though, to occupy that one room, and then also then I'll be able to maybe get it, afford a car when I have help paying the rent. Because most of my everything that I get, most of my money I get, it goes to rent. And it's kind of sad that we pay, most people just work for rent. And that's what I did before I moved here. And just work for rent. That's, and we, and that's all there is. But no, no, there's a lot more, I just keep on watching things that helps you to understand things and how to navigate this new world and everything, because everything is changing. And my angels always told me that i'm I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to with the changing in times. Everything's going to make sense, that I'm getting ready for whatever the changes that are coming, so I'll be educated in the changes that are coming, whatever. That's kind of what I've been guided to just focus on, what I'm learning and what I want to learn and what I want to, get better at, and how I would like my life to be, and then create it. You know, I've already created this. That's what I wanted. You know what I mean? I've literally manifested all these plants. Like 5 years, 6 years ago, I didn't have these. 4 years ago, I didn't even have these. So 4 years ago, my house was had a couple plants in it, but I always wanted very green place, a lot of plants. And then I started with buying one plant, two. Then I bought another plant, and then I got a cutting, and then I got another cutting from somebody else, and then that's how it happened, and they just multiplied, and now look at them. And the same with my learning my tarot, learning more about my spirit, um, learning about the archangels, um, all of that stuff, like I'm so glad I did it, and I'm never gonna regret it. I'm never really gonna regret what I've like done the last 4 years. Like I've really been allowing myself to be guided. And no matter what people would say, like certain people that can't see it. And it's weird to me because like there's certain things that is like a knowing, and to me it's like common sense, but to a lot of people I guess it's not. But that's kind of our intuition, like our strong intuition. We think of it as common sense, like, you know, it just makes total sense to us. And then there's people that totally don't understand. Smashed had a great evening. You are smashed and you had a great evening. Where'd you go? What'd you do? Hello from Greece. Welcome. So I need to dye my hair. I got like I'll show you guys my hair dye. My hair dye that I was gonna do, and then I gotta do my nails. Maybe I should do no. I gotta do my hair before I do my nails because if I do my nails first, then I'll ruin my nails while I do my hair. So I gotta do my hair first. I gotta do everything the right way. So I got this. I got 2 boxes of this stuff. So it's just gonna lighten up like certain areas in my and just kind of balance out everything, kind of make everything look more like I don't know. Like I'm coming from like blue hair and red hair that I had before, so like I've like let that grow out. Like I have not dyed my hair in almost a year. Well, since about probably when did I March, February or March is when I dyed my hair. February, March is when I dyed my hair. Thank you. That is what I'm so proud of. I am proud of my hair. Like I was just like I made a little video last night. I probably put it up as a like a reel or something. But like my hair is so long. Like I'm so proud of it. But right now it's kind of looking like, you know, needs to be washed or whatever, right? But it is very healthy. It's very healthy hair. Looks like I'm a natural blonde now. But at least my eyebrows still have some color. But the thing is my eyebrows, they always go down. I did them the other day. And I got these little things. And I just go like but I used to get my hair you know, like with the thread or whatever. And they did it on the top. So that's why there's hair on the top growing that you're not supposed to grow there. But anyways, I need to get mine chiseled. Gotta do the I gotta like I don't usually color them in. I actually should dye I should color them in with dark. Like my sister, she does that. She'll get like the man's mustache dye and then she'll dye her eyebrows with the mustache dye. I should get her to do mine. Gotta have like eyebrows you can see. What I normally do is I just use eyeshadow. I use the dark eyeshadow, like a dark brown eyeshadow, and then I'll use I use this brush, and I usually just color them in. Like I'll just go where they start, go up. I don't know if there's anything in there right now, but then I just kind of follow the line, and then like there's nothing in there right now, but then I gotta follow the line, and I just kind of paint them in. There's still a little bit on there, but anyways, that's what I do. I'm not a big makeup person. I just don't like that crap on my face. I do put lotion on my face a lot, but other than that, no. I want to start doing like the ice in the face in the morning because it like gets rid of any like swollen face and stuff like that. You know how like we wake up with the swollen face and stuff, swollen eyes. Just put ice on your face in the morning. After you wash your face, you put ice in your face. You love your sister's hair. Thank you, Will. Now, Will and I are not blood brother and sister. We're just internet brother and sister. We've never met, so we're like spiritual sister and brother. But yeah, I don't want to just watch YouTube again today, so I thought I would just click on and see what everybody's doing today. And maybe I should just do something today right now. Well, I'm wearing white pants. White pants. I should set this up while we were on here. We're gonna get this ready. We're gonna get it ready for when I feel like dancing or whatever. So we're gonna just open this. We can do like there's a little behind the scenes stuff, you know. And then we can do the olive, and there's another one, another level, so you can make it really tall. So this would be good for like now that I figured out the lights. You can do like actually do photo shoots and stuff like that as well, because I got the proper lights for it and stuff. And I do have a really good camera once I get my battery for it, so I'll be able to do photo shoots for people. Then we're gonna put this in here. But I might practice on myself by like, you know, wearing like, you know, doing some clothes, doing some clothes modeling. The clothes that I make. Okay, we got to get this in there. There we go. All right. Now we got to get this on there. And we just screw it on. So this goes, when you open this, it goes up and down as well. Up and down. Or if you undo this here, it goes back and forth as well. Turns back and forth. Or up and down. Right. Okay. I just want to make it so it doesn't, it's not right in front of this when it hangs down, goes down. And it goes all the way the other side too. So make sure. I do need to find a bolt though. Okay, so it's this side that we want. And you gotta make sure that the camera is level the right way. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna put this on. There we go. Okay. So now it's on there. Yeah, thank you, Will. Except for it doesn't have a name. It's a no-name camera. So now we're gonna put it in here. Tighten it up. Maybe a little bit more in the middle. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let me see. So here it is. So yeah, so if I want to do my yoga and stuff, I would just lower it. And so right now it's the perfect height for me to just stand here and talk to you guys if I want to talk to you guys. And I can really use my hands to talk to you guys. I'm just kidding. I can act a fool. um, Princess Anna. Uh, Kung Fu you. Just kidding. I only got my white belt, okay? Don't come beat me up. I only got my white belt. I only did like I took karate like when my oldest son was 4 years old. Hello, Richie. How's it going? What up? What's going on? All right, so um since we're on the right channel, we got some plants that I gotta do some soon. If gotta plant these babies soon as well. What else do I gotta do? This is a snake. This is my big snake. Oh, you can't see me. This is my big snake plant here. I put her in this big pot. She's got like a couple of them already there. This one is the longest, biggest one. I should just like tie her up so that she can be closed up like this and grow up like straight up like this. Anyways. So I don't know. I think I've created a beautiful place to live. And the only thing that sucks is I'm here by myself. So that sucks. But yeah, gotta have the right people to come and live with you because that's very important. Like whoever you live with, whether it's roommate or whatever, like, like it's gotta like they gotta vibe with me. Plants are very healthy, thank you. Yeah. Kung Fu, Kung Fu chop karate. Yeah. So yes, I've been doing all kinds of things. Like I've behind the scenes, I've been making my own pine cleaner. I've been making my own apple cider vinegar. Um, what else have I done behind the scenes? Oh, I went for a very, very long walk yesterday. I literally walked from one end of town to the other end of town, back to the other end of town, then back home. And it was a long walk. But that's why I haven't done yoga in like a month. And that's the reason because I've been doing walking and like I don't always record when I'm walking because it's just boring to walk the same, in town. Like especially if it's a town, like it's very boring to share that all the time. Like, it's okay once in a while to share your town, like walking in your town, but all the time I won't do that. Like it's just boring. But I did find a homeless church. I did find a homeless church. Yeah. Um, You grow dragon fruit? No, I wish that actually dragon fruit doesn't taste that good, but it's very pretty. Um, I've kept seeds, a lot of seeds from different things. Like I love pomegranates, so I kept a bunch of pomegranate seeds. So one day I'll grow them whenever I feel the urge to grow them. I have grow light right there. So I can grow things that are like tropical. I'm growing the lemon tree, as you can see it. Can you see it back there? Right there. It's a lemon tree right there where my finger is. That's a lemon tree. And then I got a bunch of baby lemon trees over there that I grew from seed. And I'm just practicing growing trees and stuff. I like growing things that are like difficult to grow, just so that I know that when you were in the right environment, I'd be perfect at it, growing it if I was in the right environment. So I like practicing things like that. See how hard it is to grow it. And right now, I just got rid of all my cannabis plants that I had because they all got mites. So before they start infecting my house plants, I got rid of them. So I'm just learning how to grow them too. So that's another thing. And for now, I can't. I don't know how to have. I don't have all the right equipment or the right places to grow that stuff. So I think I know quite a bit about it, but like the only problem I have is like timer. The timer, like I'm not good at setting the timers and stuff. Like I'm freaking that's confusing to me, and I don't even want to. It's like something I feel like it's something I don't want to learn. But it's a necessity to learn how to, if I had somebody properly show me how the grow lights, like how the settings work and stuff, then I could do it. But gotta feed them food. I did have all that. Like I had the kit of like the rooting thing, the growing thing, and the budding thing. But to get the HP and stuff right, I didn't have the little things to test it. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere around here. I did have them. My son got me a bunch of stuff like that, but like I did have them somewhere, but I don't know how to test them. Like I don't really know how. He used to do stuff like that, learning how to test stuff, and then he's got like the calcium or the HP up or HP down. Like I had all the different things for it, but I just don't know how to use it. You can have all the things for it and not know how to use it, and then it's no good, right? Fox Farm and all the great dirt. Yeah, I like growing in dirt. And um if I did like without dirt, maybe I didn't then I wouldn't have the bugs, maybe I wouldn't have the bug problem. Maybe I should try that. Like do their hydroponic only. Maybe I should try that next year. Do hydroponics. Oh, the dragon fruit. Two different types of dragon fruit. Is the other one sweeter? You know what I really do love that I tried the other day? Artichoke. I really love artichoke. I learned that. Like it took me this long to like try something like that. It looks so plain and it looks so weird. And you see it at the grocery store, but like you're like, what do people do with that? And then you have the internet. Now we can just Google see what people do with it, right? So like if you ever want to try a new fruit, a new vegetable or whatever, look up how to prepare it. And then you go and buy one, and then you try it. Like I feel like we miss on a lot of things if we're just gonna stay with the things that we know. Hydroponics is expensive. I agree. Too much electricity bill goes up. well, well, if you're just growing, like like if you just have a grow like a small grow light like me, and I don't really know how much it uses, but um, I have all inclusive here, so I'm lucky that way. But our rent does go up every year, and I'm paying $1,000 rent already for like one bedroom, small extra room, and the only reason that I'm paying that much is because I've been here for 7 years, and I was when I first moved here, I think rent was like 700 something, but now Like if they renew the apartment, like in this apartment does need a lot of work. So if they were redo this apartment, they would up it the rent again more if I moved out of it. Got the bubbler and the lighting each bucket. Oh, depends. Yeah, there's a lot of different things about the see, I never learned that in the greenhouse. Like I worked in the greenhouses for like 6 years and not in the greenhouses. Like I worked in the greenhouses, but I couldn't work in the greenhouses, so I worked in the packing houses. But still, I knew everything about the greenhouses because I was there. I watched the whole process happen, and they were growing tomatoes at the time. But tomatoes are grown a lot the same as the other plant, and yeah, I seen them do a lot of different things, and they also like they have these big tanks with like water with like some have sugar, some have salt, and whatever they need. The chemicals are put in whatever they're put in the tanks, and they're being watered with that. So it would you would need to maybe like just set it all up properly. You're growing banana trees? Where are you at? You're in California. Oh, that sounds so nice. Other than all the stuff that's going on, like with politics and that's kind of witchcraft and all that shit, I'd love to live down there. Like, I would love to live in in a climate where I can grow these like tropical fruits. I love tropical fruits. I love mangoes. I love all the fruits that like the warm weather. And I like the warm weather because I'm from the south or west, the west. Where's Mexico? Well, I was born in the west or the south. I was born in Mexico anyway. Wherever that is, south or west. Maybe it's southwest. I don't know. Chihuahua. Bananas are your favorite. Good fiber. Yeah, they also have potassium in them. Potassium. What I start like what I wanted to start doing now, and I've only done it once, and I put it in my rice pudding is a collagen powder. So I'm trying to like stay like reverse my skin, like like our skin, we get new skin every year, so like every year, every couple months or whatever. So you can reverse your elasticity of your skin, like if you don't have very elasticity anymore, like when you get older your skin gets less elasticity. So I've started one time using the collagen powder, and I don't really know how to use it, but I guess I start drinking more juices so I can just put it in my juice. Or if I make my banana smoothie, I can just put it in my banana smoothie. Strawberry banana smoothies are good too. You grew an orange plant, cloned it. Right on. Does it get fruit? My lemon tree has never gotten fruit, but it's like 8 years old. It needs to be spliced with a lemon tree that has lemons, or spliced with another tree, and then it would get like, you know. I wonder what would happen if I spliced. Like I also have an apple tree, and I doubt that it's gonna get apples either because it's just from a seed, right? And they also needs to be pollinated, or like they need to be spliced with another tree that's already growing fruit, right? Like my grandpa used to do that. My grandpa had an orchard, and he would put two trees together, and he would just put put a band-aid around it and let them grow together, right? So that's what you got to do. I got to go find a branch from a tree. I found an apple tree. So the lady gave me apples. It's in her yard, and I could splice from her apple tree. I bet you she would let me have a branch so I could splice from her apple tree and make my apple tree a real apple tree. And I don't know where I'm going to plant it one day, but I will plant it somewhere special one day. Like right now, I live in an apartment building, so I have it outside in like a half barrel. I have my apple tree growing in a half barrel outside, and it survived last winter. And it was fully covered in snow. Like it was fully covered in the snowbank. My apple tree, and it survived it, and it looks really good this year. I wouldn't want to keep it in because the apple trees are the same as like the weed plants. They will get like mites if you keep them, like if you keep a tree inside that's like an apple tree, like it will get mites inside. Like that's what happened to it, and that's when I took it out, and it survived it. After like it got mites, I took it outside and left it outside and let the cold take it over. The cold killed all the bugs, and now it's doing well. How's the weather in Florida? It is hot here. Oh, I'd love to go. I don't even have my passport. I better get on it. You know what I mean? I need money. I need to start doing readings, and people need to start ordering readings from me so I can start saving up some money to go travel. I want to go see my kids, and I've been wanting to go there see them for like a while now. They've been gone for almost a year now, and I miss them very crazy. And they don't like to be on the phone. They don't like to like video call and stuff. And I wish they did because I miss them and I miss seeing their faces. Been raining the past week, so the plants are growing greatly. Wow, it's almost like a second summer there. Texas weather. What is Texas weather like? It's being cold and hot. Yeah, here it's been cold and then windy and hot, warm but windy, and then the wind is a little bit chilly. So we definitely are becoming fall weather here. It's a given. We're in northern Ontario and northwest Ontario. You grow corn too, like sweet corn or like popcorn. Yeah, it doesn't take long for me to be on here for about an hour. So it's been 42 minutes since I've been on here, but it's nice chatting with you guys for once, like once in a while, just coming on here and chatting with people. Because like I get like really frustrated in my own head, and like I have a hard time, like if I watch something and I feel compassion towards that whatever I watch, it distracts me from what I'm supposed to do. I got to stop that. I got to stop letting my heart like follow everything. I love corn on cooked on the girl. Girl. I can never say that. Girl. Girl. I can't say that word. It's a tongue twister for me. Girl. Girl. I always sounds like I'm saying girl. Gar. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna stop giving. I'm just gonna give up. The wiry thing you put on top. The barbecue thing. That's what I'm gonna call it. The barbecuer. I can't say the other thing. I only say the barbecue. The barbecue thing. You know the thing? The thing? The barbecue thing? I'm trying to get a hold of a daisy plant so I can get some sunflower seeds. A daisy plant so you can get some sunflower, so you get some some sunflower seeds from a daisy. You don't get sunflower seeds from a daisy. Or are you trying to like make a daisy a sunflower? I am a daisy. I was born in May. May is the daisy flower. May is known for to be daisy and lily of the valley. So Geminis and Tauruses have the lily plant. I mean, the lily of the valley and the daisy plant. Daisies are pretty. Say soy. I'm a Gemini. May 23rd, eh? I'm May 29th. I'm 6 days after you. Happy birthday, Geminis out there. Like, I mean, happy birthday, Geminis. It's a, we're in Libra season, and I'm wishing happy birthday to the Geminis. Your sun sign is a Gemini. There's a lot more to us than just a Gemini. You know what I mean? I have Chiron in Aries, which means that I help people heal themselves because I had to learn it myself. I had to learn to heal myself, and I'm still healing. I'm never gonna be fully always healed because there's always trauma that happens in our life, but we learn how to deal with it. But my spirit is healed, and and Aries is the first zodiac sign, and Aries. I have the Aries in the Chiron. Chiron is the healing planet, so the healing. I heal thyself. I help thyself heal, and help thyself spiritually heal, because fire is very much about your spirit and about your ideas and about what you're passionate about, right? And get your mojo back. You know what I mean? I help people get their mojo back after a rough time, and that's what I do on the other channel. On this channel, I just kind of chit chat about life and stuff, and you know and if something I don't like to talk about it. Like if there's something that people are doing that I don't agree with, or I think is dangerous, or I don't like, or I think that they're doing something really bad, I'd rather talk to those people in person than expose them on the internet, because if I do that, then that means that I'm going to embody that in my mind, right? It's going to be stuck in my mind until it's dealt with, right? So I don't do that anymore. Like, I if I do see something that people are doing that is very dangerous, I try to reach out to the people and try to tell them that what you're doing is bad, or it, like, or I do nothing, you know, and say and let things take care of itself, like, take trust in angels. I know a lot of Geminis on YouTube. Right on. Bring them all over to my channel, okay? Because you know what? We all get along. We all love ourselves. We love each other too. Like, you know, because we're so misunderstood. Because sometimes we put our own foot in our mouth, and it's not like it's not like we mean to. And we do keep our heart kind of hidden, you know. So sometimes people think we don't have a heart. And I want to get into the palmistry and stuff. So I have this chart with the palm on it, right? And I was just looking at my palm today, and I was looking at the palm over the thing, and it was saying, right? And it's showing you, like, this part is your heart. Like, this part is your heart right there. So do you see that little tiny line over there? That one, that's my heart. So I don't really keep my heart very open. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of a small line. So, like, if you ever got into my heart, then you know that I don't just let anybody in my heart. And I do have a heart, and I do allow people to, I do try to be open with my emotions, but deep down, I don't let anybody in very easily. For those of you that have known me for a while, know that. We do, yeah, exactly. And once you're in our heart, then it's hard to get us out. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It's like you rent space in our head. Once you're in our heart, you rent space in our head. And that's the thing where we have a lot of. We have a lot of in our head. Because that's the one that's a very long line. We're always in our head. And then what else I saw in my own palm is, I was going to talk about it because I'm practicing, right? And you know what else I saw in my own palm? That my life and my destiny and my life are intertwined with each other. Like they've landed on each other. Like, so your lifeline is this one here, right? This is your lifeline, and this one here is your destiny. And my lifeline and my destiny end up together, but there's a little, like, there's a little, like, shit that happens that makes them come together. that like my life and my destiny come together. So something happens that makes my life and my destiny come together. That's what I'm seeing already in there. So yeah. And it brings them together. Body, mind, and spirit. I'm working on it. So that's just what I'm learning. I always wanted to learn about palms, and yeah, like my lines are very noticeable, and yeah, so like I'll show you guys the palm chart thingy. What's that? Where did I put that now? 1 second. Give me a second. Where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. So I got binders and binders and binders. So this is like a palm, and then like it also shows you like what zodiac signs are more like in certain fingers, what they mean. Oh, and relationships too. I'm not really good at relationships. So like that also talks about like relationships. And my moral and courage strength is very, very strong. Yeah. So this is another one. So this like little line here, like I said, like my heart doesn't open very easily. That's the same here, like relationships. On one palm it says relationships, and then on the other one it says heart, right? But then here is moral strength and courage. And that's part of your head. So yeah, there's a lot to palm reading. So like this is the basic one that I was looking at when I was talking about that, is this one here. So we got your head, we got your heart, we got your head, we got your destiny in your life, and it tells you what lines they are. And then it shows you like who's like kind of like what finger you all belong to astrologically. And then we got planets right here. We got the planets right there. And then we got like, so who's the pinky, which is Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius. No, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Or is it Virgo? All right, that's Scorpio. Anyways, Leo's here, Cancer. And you know what? Scorpio and Virgo, they have almost the same symbol. One has a tail, the other one doesn't. Then Geminis are Gemini, Taurus, and Aries are the pointer finger. We get the point finger. Look at that. We get to point our finger. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini get to point their finger. And that's Jupiter energy. That's about expansion, expanding and utilizing and all that, like getting together and putting it all together. So, and then, Pisces and Pisces and Aquarius are like F you, and they're like F you. And then Cancer, those are like the signs of like the ring finger. Is it? Yeah, the ring finger. And then you got Libras are the pinkies, like the promise keepers. Sagittarius, I think it's Scorpio and Libra are the promise keeper. I mean the secret keepers or the promise keepers. You want to get an all Gemini's tattoo? I got one. I mean, it's not big. It's not a big deal. That's the only tattoo I have. But it's this one here. It's on my right arm. It's just a symbol of Gemini. And it was done by someone that just learning from a... And it's still pretty dark, like after all these years. And they didn't even color it in that good. You can see it's not done very well. And then I told him to stop because they didn't want no more done. And he was trying to put stars around it. But I didn't want that because, yeah. He made one star, but it actually kind of looks like a cross. Look at that. Kind of looks like a cross. I don't know. I've never like went back by anybody, got it fixed or got it covered or, you know, I wanted to put like my baby's footprints and handprints on me, like, but I don't know if I can find a tattooer that can do it to make it look realistic. And I don't want it to look fake. I don't want it to look like, you know, I want it to look realistic. And it's really hard to do it from a print. I would like to get that done, but I only have like a stamp of like the ink stamp of my baby's footprints and handprints that I lost. He would be 13 now, or 12. Yeah, 12 or 13. Yeah, so anyways, guys, I've been here for an hour, 56 minutes to be exact. But I'm going to get out of here, and I think I need to cook some food. Maybe I'll make some dancing videos or something, make some shorts and make some videos. I don't know. I need to like move. I need to like do stuff to make me energized, okay? So I need to like put some good music on or something to get me motivated because I'm totally not motivated. And then if I don't do anything, I feel shit about myself. So I need to motivate myself. Thanks. I wonder if any other Geminis are feeling like that, overwhelmed, like you want to get all these things done, but it's like you don't feel like you have enough time to do it by yourself. And us asking for help is like, it's like people think we don't need it. It's like that, like, you know, they think we don't need it. So everybody always says no. I don't like asking nobody for anything. And a lot of times when you do, you ask the people that you really care about and they say no, then, you know, you don't want anything after that, like when they tell you no. So I just keep on doing by myself. Trust me. Trust me, you know. For reals, I've been like that earlier. Well, sending all your positive energy and motivation. Like, let's send me some motivation, guys. Motivate me and say, oh my God, do all the good ideas that you have, but start slow. Like, you know, it's just something that's simple or whatever. I don't know. I always listen to my angels. My angels always tell me already. And then when they've told me what to do and I don't follow it, and then I'm like, oh, like I didn't really listen. Like I was still procrastinating, even though I got the advice from them. And I still procrastinate. And then, you know, and there's other days when it's like, oh my God, like, yeah, why aren't I doing it? Why aren't I doing this right away? And then I do it and then they get it done and then everything works out really good. So like, it's just like, yeah, I need the energy spirit. Give me some energy. Give me some motivation. Let me know that what I'm doing is not for nothing. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Much love, you guys. I hope to like do a podcast with someone very soon. And just waiting to get my camera stuff all situated. And then I'm going to do a podcast with another reader. And she's from Canada too. So And she's a teacher. She did a high school teacher. So, and she's young, she's beautiful. And yeah, so she's a reader too. And I found her. I found her. So yeah, I can't wait to connect with her on like a podcast and just like chat about like energy and how, what she believes, what I believe, and kind of like see if we can work together and stuff. That'd be so exciting for me. Yeah, and she lives like about 4 hours away from me. So, tuna sandwich, no thanks. I know I need to eat. That's probably motivate me, right? Like if I eat some food. I just want sweets and I need to stop with the sweets because I don't have any sweets. I do have the almond cookies, but they making me not feel good. So I don't want to eat any more of them. And they do taste really good. But I will make some cinnamon buns soon. But other than that, I don't want them like, and I want to eat fruit. That's what I want to eat. I don't want to eat like stuff, sweetness. I don't want to eat sweet anymore. Like no candy, no chocolate anymore. I want it, if it's chocolate, I want it to be cocoa. And I just want things to be more healthier for me. So I'm trying to not eat the bad stuff. So like my sister, she goes on these like carnivore diets where she just like basically just eats meat and no sugar or nothing like that. And I don't know if I can do that, because I do like my creamer and my sugar and my coffee. If I can do that still, then maybe I could do it. But like, I want to learn how to like, fast without having to fast. Like I fasted like one time for like 2 days for 2 days. It was the hardest thing I had to do in ever. Like, and that was forced on me because like I had to go see the doctor. I had to go get a colonoscopy. And so I had to like not eat for 2 days and just drink clear liquids. And you know how hard it is to find clear liquids that give you nutrition, that give you energy. Like when I was done with my appointment, I already had it set in my mind I was going to eat the worst food there was, McDonald's. That's what I told my driver. I said, when we're done, you're stopping at McDonald's when I come out of there, okay? Yeah, so yeah, I need to learn to fast better because I know that's part of spirituality too. Like fasting is a big part of, having clear mind when it comes to your spirit. Because, you know, if we're fasting, then we're not feeding the sweet demons. Okay, there's those things, okay? Let's just call it a sweet energy. We're not feeding it, you know what I mean? And and which is like, decaying us, like by doing that, like feeding all the sweetness, we already know it decays our teeth. And so like sugars and all the poison they put in sugar, like it's not natural. So I'm trying to do like natural sugar, like sugar cane. And when I do sugar, and I do have white sugar too. I do like white sugar in my coffee, but I actually didn't mind sweetened condensed milk. And I don't know what kind of sugar they put in sweetened condensed milk, but it is pretty good in coffee too. um, I could probably substitute some things, and that twin sugar stuff that people use or the fake sugar, that's even worse for you than white sugar is. Okay, so if you're taking sugar twin, you might as well even stop it if you're worried about doing bad sugars, because that's bad sugar too. So any sugar that is like that is processed is really bad. And I think if you can learn how to make your own sugar cane sugar, that would be the best. Like to do the process yourself, because even sugarcane sugar is processed, and we weren't there to watch it process. So, like, if we trust it, we have, whether we trust it or not, we think that's the best one right now. Do you get hyper when you have sugar? No, it just like it just kind of gives me energy, but then it makes me crash too. I want to get chocolate, waste it. Well, come over, Gemini. Bring me some chocolate. Are you from Can? Oh yeah, you're not. You're in Florida, right? I was like, come on over. Let's have a junk food night, and then we'll quit. Let's have a junk food night and then quit, and then quit all sugar. Yeah. one thing at a time. I got a few things that I want to quit. I want to quit smoking, but like I got to quit sugar and I got to quit drinking coffee all day to be able before I can quit smoking, because drinking coffee all day, just kind of coffee and cigarettes go together. You know what I mean? So like to quit smoking, I got to slow down on my coffee, and I like my coffee. I like coffee. Okay. I like coffee, and I don't like, oh, you know what's the grossest thing? Is Starbucks bottled mocha coffee mocha drink. Oh, they're disgusting. It's like puke in a bottle. I bought one and it was like, I was like, this is nasty. Like I make really good ice caps at home. I can make all that stuff at home, and I like it better when I make it at home. But even in that stuff, because it has like preservative in it, that's probably why it's gross. And it tastes like sweet water. And that's it. There was no caffeine taste, or there was no coffee taste really. It was like more like milky, yucky taste. And it was, ugh, it was gross. I regretted buying it. I want to try to grow my own coffee beans. That'd be awesome. I'll come and help you. I'll come move to Florida, working coffee beans. A bean after my own heart. Oh, I see the funniest memes today, or the memes are like videos, like reels. Sometimes I get caught up on these reels and I share them on Facebook, and it was hilarious. Will knows what I'm talking about. This little kid with the with the squirrel in his hands. He goes, I got a nut grabber. I found a nut grabber. And I grabbed its nuts. This little kid. He was talking about a squirrel, and then the mom's like, no, it's a squirrel, not a nut grabber. And then the kid goes, yeah, well, hasn't it been stealing all our peanuts? Kaslov, you gonna be poisoned ivy for Halloween? I don't celebrate Halloween anymore. Nuh-uh. Nope. I don't celebrate. My brother died on Halloween's Eve night, so I don't celebrate that evil holiday anymore. I celebrate fall and autumn. I celebrate that, but not not my nuts. He can say that. Yeah, Richie can say that. Not my nuts. Because I was telling the joke. He was just saying that because I was telling the joke. So yeah, if we're having a conversation, you know, you don't have to do this. Like if somebody has a comment, if they called me, yeah, if he said that directly to me, that'd be different. It's okay. No, there's people that say weird things and rude things sometimes, and the moderators they sometimes confused about like maybe they didn't keep track of what we were talking about or didn't hear what I said, and you were just responding to what I was saying. And I said Will, and I was saying Will saw that post that I posted. It was funny. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I've been on it for an hour. Thank you so much for being here. Much love. Thank you so much for your positive energy and sending me positive energy and sending me some motivation. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Much love to you guys, and I hope you guys stay motivated too. Bye. Hit the like button. Hit the likes. Go hit the likes here, then go all the videos on the other one, hit the likes on the other one. Cast Love 111. All right, bye.